All right, Francis Sky here from First Comics News. We are here on the floor of WonderCon. I'm here with Joseph Marchfield of Stern Pinball. How are you doing today?
Very good. Thanks for coming by.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for having us over. We are here, of course, to talk about one of the most anticipated titles from Stern Pinball, and that is Pokemon Pinball.
No doubt.
So, how did that come about with getting the rights to do this? Is it something you guys reach out to, or they reach out to you?
Yeah. So Stern is constantly working on IPs with the biggest names in entertainment, music, movies, and obviously the biggest one around is Pokemon.
Yeah.
Bringing everybody out to play. I've got new players playing their first games. I've got guys that haven't played in 20 years playing the game. Everybody's into it. It's great for the world of pinball, and it's just a cool, unique experience if you're into that Pokemon world.
Yeah, and definitely you guys are the ones who are keeping pinball alive, really. You guys are the biggest, probably mainstream pinball, probably the only mainstream pinball company out there bringing out these IPs that, like, we used to have growing up. Like,
Sure.
we would have, like, I remember ours for, like, the greatest one of all. Like, people always say, oh, one of the best ones ever was the Addams Family.
Sure.
Or, my favorite was always the Terminator 2 machine.
Yep.
I'm aging myself, guys, sorry. But with this, like you said, you've seen people from all ages, like kids to, like, people our age to
even behind us, right? Get
and
on the
Bowser.
shoulders. We got Bowser playing.
Yeah, we're crossing universes here.
It's cool to see, the guys at Stern are working really hard. Some of the guys that work on those classic games that you just talked about are part of our team. You need that kind of experience to do this. It's a big heavy lift to bring all this together: mechanics, software, electric, video, audio, and to do this with the Pokemon IP it's just such an immersive experience. As you can see, it's Pokemon to the max.
Yeah,
and people are digging it. It's a game changer.
Yeah. How long from story timeline would it be from concept of are you propose to them or they propose to you to what we see here?
The short answer is 3 years. Sometimes stuff gets put on the back burner. Timing doesn't work out with production or just the discussion on building a game through storyboarding to actually manufacturing these, at our factory outside of Chicago. But yeah, a long time.
Right. Yeah. but again, reward is seeing all these kids, adults, everyone just jumping at it and wanting to play.
I mean, it's an approachable game. At first look, it's a simpler layout. There's nice open space for kids to kind of get used to the shooting of the pinball. Mm-hmm. But if you're that pinball player, there's Stern way. It's like optimizing code as time goes on, and it's going to get deeper and deeper. And there's a time mode that is in this game right away that makes it an exciting play if you're one of those good pinball players, which is great to see.
Oh, that's good to see. So so something like for the casual, so the casual, so to speak, and for the pinball like aficionados.
Yep. This is going to be a great game to play, whether you need that Pokemon machine in your home or if you see it on location. Like you got to catch them.
You got to catch them all.
That's right.
Do you have so with it being Pokemon, and I have like friends. One of them is just like she's read the Pokédex like back and forth like 100 times. Do you guys have people in the office be like, all right, we need to get this one included, we need this one included, this Pokemon included because of this, and we need a fire and we need a water, we need this?
Yeah, so there's all 4 environments. There's all the original Pokemon. There's the original score, voices. It's all there. As the game gets built out, we are still developing some of those deeper rules and your ability to find, capture, partner, and battle it out with your favorites. And I mean, you can see got 3 machines lined up with players all day long.
Yeah, I've actually seen you have the Pro Edition, then you have the Premium Edition?
That's a Premium Edition.
What are the 2 differences between the 2?
Yeah, so the quick story on that is Premium is always going to have a few more mechanical upgrades to the machine. Mm-hmm. On this particular one, you get a little bit more of an animatronic action. There's a shaking Pokemon ball. There's the moving Pikachu. There's a scoop underneath the Pokemon ball. There's also a ramp whirlpool that adds a little bit of a deeper dynamic when you hit the Squirtle shots in that mode.
So you said also we had the voices. So these are the original voices from the American cartoon, from the.
So the voices are part of Pokemon's cast of voice actors. You know,
Yeah, so throughout the years,
through our partnership, we work with them to basically deliver the best experience for the true Pokemon fans. And
so okay.
I think we're hitting it pretty good.
Yeah, are there some? Well, they can discover for themselves, but are there a few like kind of Easter eggs for the hardcores?
I can neither confirm nor deny.
Good answer. So, do you have your 3 starters for Pokemon?
You know what? I don't. I am still digging into the rules. I know a couple tricks on how to play this game. There are 4 main modes, and there's a pretty, I don't want to say easy way to a multi-ball, but you get into the top arena there and hit Meowth, and you can start a multi-ball pretty easily.
Yeah, I actually did that the other day, yeah.
Yeah, so if you get close to that multi-ball, get into a mode, and then hit that center shot to start the multi-ball, you're capturing, you're stacking points, and you're getting on the leaderboard.
Which also, speaking of that, I know you guys you have the QR code with the app.
That's right.
So on that, when they do scan, are they able to have like what Pokemon you've collected? And
still in development, to be determined how that's exactly going to look. In the game, you are collecting, and you are able to scan through Insider Connected, which gives you, here you're getting the achievements and the badges of playing at WonderCon.
Yeah.
And then again, as we build this code out and things are refined and fine-tuned, we're going to have that, Pokedex style collection.
Very cool. So so Pokemon fans are like, I get this new aspect for them.
Yes, definitely.
All
on the app.
Yeah. Wow. So make sure, guys, when you are playing, do download that Stern app. I do have it myself. I love playing pinball, so I have a few achievements on there from different games.
That's right. Scan into any game in any location, and it saves all that information for you. And some of these games have an extended game play component to it, so you can scan in, and you're basically right where you're at last time you played. So,
very cool.
Yeah, it is very cool.
So we see here, we kept seeing behind us a constant line of people playing.
That's right.
So when you guys had it at the headquarters, how many people were like lining up to I need to play right now? I need to play.
At the factory, we are quite spoiled, so we have a line of them. And yeah, we beat them up a little bit and try to find out where the shots are, and it's always fun to play that new machine.
So how about with employees? I'm sure there are a ton of the employees, once they found out you had Pokemon, their eye just kind of lit up.
Oh, big time.
We are ready.
Yeah, I mean, just the engagement online or even at the show, people aren't necessarily they're not following pinball, right? They're not following Stern, but they're at WonderCon. Obviously, a lot of overlap with the comics and the collectability market here.
Yeah,
and they see it, and you could probably stand back and just see people's eyes like, oh my God, there's a Pokemon pinball machine. So always fun to see that excitement when people still first see the game.
And now I know they have them here, but they are available to go. They've been just delivered to other arcades, barcades.
That's right. Pros are on locations. Premiums are on the way. These games should be expected to be seen at any and all of your local arcades.
And just for Pokemon collectors or people who have memorabilia, I know you guys have done in San Diego, you've had stuff for John Wick merchandise.
That's right.
Will there be any crossover merchandise with Pokemon?
At this time, I can't tell you yes or no. So I can either confirm or deny.
So we are here in Anaheim, of course, for WonderCon, which is the sister convention to San Diego Comic-Con. Will Stern be bringing Pokemon to the Pinball Lounge?
Without a doubt. Me and a bunch of my team are going to be in San Diego. We do our little side arcade at the Marriott Marquis.
Yeah.
And we'll have our booth space on the floor at San Diego Comic-Con. And if we're lucky, we might even have a new game to show.
Oh, there we go. So stay tuned, guys. Remember, I do suggest going to that pinball lounge. It is fun. It is air conditioned, especially with the summer.
It's
very good, very nice and very cold. And you get to try all the Stern machines on free play. You don't have to spend any money, and it's great to stop by to say hello to everybody and see what's up with Stern Pinball. Thank you for
thanks, Francis. I appreciate it.
No problem. Thank you for having us come by today. Once again, Pokemon Pinball here on the floor of WonderCon. Pokemon Pinball available at your local arcade, barcade, probably maybe a bowling alley, wherever video games are played. Go check it out. Thank you again for Stern Pinball for having us over.
Thanks.
Okay, thank you.